And what does being yourself online really mean? For marketers, it means real connections with real people. And what marketer doesn't want to have a real conversation with a real consumer about their brand, one that's authentic? That's really the key, because our friends form our most important circle of influence that we have. And if you think about the experience on Facebook, every millisecond, it's as if we are delivering 800 million personalized newspapers to people around the globe, letting them know what's important to them, allowing them to discover through their friends. One of our engineers, in a typical thing that happens at Facebook, we call it a hack, put this together. And at first, when I saw it in the presentations at Facebook, I assumed it was a map of the world with lots of connections. It's actually a map that was created by the connections of people across the globe on Facebook, and it just happens to look quite like the world, ex-China. And this living map of human connections is an opportunity for every brand in the world to have a conversation with consumers. But knowing how to do that and knowing what is going on Facebook is the real key to figuring out how best to accomplish that. More than 50% of people are coming back to Facebook every single day. In certain markets, it's even higher. 2 billion posts are liked and commented on each day, and the number of photos continues to grow. Every time I do this presentation, that number gets updated. It's now at 250 million on average every single day. You can imagine the number that happens on New Year's Eve. And people are spending more time on Facebook than any other site. Why? Why is this happening? It's happening because we believe that social discovery is the most powerful driver of human behavior in the world today. Let's face it, there's a lot of stuff going on in our lives. We have technology around us 24/7 if we wanted it. We've got newspapers, online sites, friends giving information. There is no better way to make sense of everything going on in the world than through the eyes of your friends. And that's really what's happening. So how does the math work, and how does a brand navigate it? Well, the average person on Facebook has about 130 friends. Interestingly enough, I had the opportunity to go to Africa in August, and I tested this theory out because the anthropologist that works on our team said that in villages in Africa, when they get to about 130 to 150 people, a new village forms. Sure enough, the villages we visited were about 130 people. And that goes back to the dawn of mankind. So those 130 friends are connected to about 8,000 people, and those 8,000 people are connected to about 1 million. That's how the math works, the friends of fans, and how you can have engaging conversations and allow friends to influence them. What we believe at Facebook is that businesses are better and will be better in a connected world. You can do the conversations and storytelling that Jonathan shared in his opening presentation at a scale never done before because of the connections we have now across the globe. We focus our mission connecting the people on Facebook to the things they care about. It's simple. What are the things? People, places, brands. Brands have always mattered in our lives. We figure and talk about what shoes we wear, what phone we use, what car we drive. Brands have a place in this conversation. They always have. They always will. And how do we do that? We're obsessed with building what we call the social technology that allows brands to have the most engaging conversation, to allow their stories that are being told by their fans to be shared through the system. And there are 3 ways in which a brand engages with us, to oversimplify it: pages, ads, and platform. Let me first start off with pages. This is the prerequisite for any brand working with us, whether it's Joe's Pizzeria in your local town, all the way up to the the globe's largest marketers. And a little shout out, Coke, 34.4 million #1 fans. So congratulations there. Not a surprise. And by the way, Oreo is at 23 million, so they're catching up there. So every brand has a page. And just getting a page up is not the simplest thing to do. It's simple from a technology standpoint, but what you have to think about is, why do I have a presence there? Why should somebody be my fan? What unique value proposition am I offering? So it's not just a race to get to the highest number of fans. It's a race to figure out how to be the most engaging storyteller with your fans on our platform. And you know what? People are responding. A year ago, there were 50 million likes happening on pages every day. Today, I'm happy to announce we've doubled that. 100 million likes are happening every single day. Once people like a brand, they love to share that connection with friends, and that's when the magic happens.